You're listening to Eat, Play, Sex with Dr. Kat, the place to up-level that sexy life of yours, with expert talk on sex, love, and nutrition.
And the experience that people get after a really heavy workout session can be they can be similar. So, and the ability to enjoy the endorphin release after a heavy, intense workout session, that's all. I also see that with people in all bodies of all gender identities. There is a pervasive message that in order to, like, if you're going to be enjoying fitness, it's to make yourself smaller, right? It's all about losing weight. And for me, what I want to get across, I'm very much ingrained in the fitness world, and I get to bring this background of rehabilitation and this research and emotion into fitness, which is quite accessible, right? Mm-hmm. And so I'm sitting here telling people to do burpees, but really, I just want them to move, feel in their body and get curious about what's keeping them stuck, and allowing them to experience the discomfort of a workout and equate that to what's keeping them from being their fully expressed selves in life. And so for me, fitness is like, it's my Trojan horse. I'm giving people an opportunity to say, yeah, come on into a little doctorless workout. Y'all thought this was a workout class. This is actually a lifestyle. Welcome. But it's a lot of people, most people deal with that contraction that you just talked about around full expression, full self-expression. We're told from our parents, from media, from culture that dancing in public is not like that. You're being too wild. You're being too much, like fit in, stay in line, follow the rules. And that's how you'll achieve success. Keep your head down and then you'll make it to the top. And we're really doing ourselves a major disservice because we're not allowing ourselves to get to the root of what brings us joy. And when we're in our full expressed selves and we're so excited about what we're doing and the energy that we're bringing to our work and the world and our families and our friendships and all of that's aligned, the world is going to naturally be a better place and you will be more successful. I've seen it happen with so many of my clients, with myself. The more that I'm living my truth, the more successful in all of the definitions that I and all of the people that are going through this, that's what I see.
Yeah. And adding to that, putting in what you said earlier, feel the rage, feel the fear, allow it in, give it space. And I think the difference, we're afraid of, what does it mean if I allow anger to take over my body? Is that going to hurt me? Is that going to hurt somebody else? What happens if I allow my fear to be here? Is my company going to burn and everything fall down and I'm like, my life burn up in flames. And yet the practice that you brought in, swamping, which you and I do together, which is super fun, is this creating an intentional container for you to express, for you to feel, for you to rage, and so that it doesn't overwhelm you, so it doesn't leak energy from you in the outside world, or it doesn't get directed at a specific person, right? So it's still moving through, but in a way that you are holding it.
Yeah. And I've seen people, even in these swamping fitness things that I bring my clients through in these beautiful containers to allow people to express, I see people who have that reaction. They're like, I'm actually afraid of what's going to come out if I allow all of my anger to be expressed. And you can probably speak to this even better, but the true visceral fear that I see in their eyes is so big. It's so big. So for people who are experiencing that, what is your advice?
Yeah. So we speak to that part. So because I also bring more swamping practices and rage practices into my client work too. And so we speak to the part that is afraid to express. And we say, okay, part, you're doing a great job of holding on so that it doesn't so it doesn't overwhelm the system? Or what are you afraid would happen to her if she allowed her or him or they, if they allowed this to come forward? And so I let my clients speak as if they are that part. And sometimes it'll be something around, I'm afraid of hurting somebody. I'm afraid of overwhelm. I'm afraid of hurting somebody. I'm afraid of being perceived as somebody who's dangerous. And so getting that information out, and then we can come to a space of compassion around that. Wow, this part of you is created a very clever solution to not letting you hurt somebody, or somebody hurt you, or you lose everything, or you lose a relationship, or you being abandoned, or wow, like it learned from a very young age that if I clamp down, if I contain it, if I hold it in, then I will be loved, or I will be safe, or I will, all these pieces. And we also then look at, okay, let's see what the collateral of that is. So yes, you get this part is like, look, I'm taking care of you. I'm protecting you by doing this. But the collateral of that is that your body ends up saying no. Your body, you can't orgasm, or you struggle with, you end up having depression, or you end up having crazy anxiety because it's hard to contain it, or it's hard to maintain relationships because you keep distancing them, or this, that, or the other. So I think beneath all of this is really to have, instead of shaming ourselves for these experiences, it's really finding the understanding and compassion around it first.
Oh, gorgeous. Yeah. And that shows up in my world too. In fitness, there's so much shame in the fitness world. And in the 90s, the whole industry was built on shame. I'm going to shame you into feeling terrible about yourself so that you buy these fitness videos. And I'm here to change that narrative. I think fitness is a beautiful vehicle to become embodied, a beautiful vehicle to practice experiencing discomfort and watching what happens when you go through that, because there's growth on the other side of that. And the metaphor of your fitness practice, whatever it might look like, it can look like lifting weights or doing yoga or going for a walk, whatever that fitness practice definition is for anyone, allowing that to be a metaphor for their own growth, for their own life, and a temple and a place to go to practice that deepening of connection to self, and that deepening of curiosity and comfortability with being uncomfortable.
Lovers, thank you again for tuning in. If you enjoyed the show, hit subscribe and head over to eatplaysex.com to connect with me and grab my sexy guides. Because my goal here is to get you to eat, play, and sex better, so you can improve your sex life, which will improve every aspect of your life. Until next time, keep it sexy.